Building, Coombs Inc., 4C Land and Auction LLC, Rogers and Associates Insurance, Phillips County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Ron Juneman at Family Eye Care, Amber Wave, American Family Insurance, Farmers National Bank, Phillips County Health Systems, Phillips County Community Foundation, Phillipsburg Chamber and Main Street, Trinity Ag LLC. And now, here's Tad Feltz.
And good morning, welcome to a Tadpoll, another Thursday. It's a lot quieter around here and not a lot of students here anymore. We'll be here all summer doing this, and off and on maybe we'll be here. We'll be talking about all that this morning. But anyway, it's the Tadpoll, and Cynthia Clonch, you were on your way and you got sidetracked. You ended up in Chicago last Thursday. Is that what happened? Is that why you were here?
Tad, I just lost track of life that day.
anyway, I didn't mean we
I
adjust.
slipped. My mind slipped.
We adjust very well here.
I am so sorry.
We're going to have to adjust this morning because I was going to have Andrea on. She don't feel well, so Kim is going to step in and talk about my Phillips County Online and great forensics. They did great at say. We'll talk about that, and then
wonderful.
Ruby Wiehman will be on and talk about what's happening for Bishop. Anyway, we want you on here because next weekend is the big weekend, and 2 years ago, out of the clear blue sky, all of a sudden you're in charge. Yeah. You're in charge of the reunion, aren't you?
Yes, I kind of raised my hand and agreed.
I remember that because it was the big band celebration.
Yes.
And there you were.
It's been really rewarding to me in the sense that I've met a lot of new people.
Sure.
And I've gotten acquainted with people that they were names to me back in the day. I mean, we have people who are coming from the graduation class of 1940.
Ooh, wow.
1951, 1952, 53, 54. So finally got somebody from the class of 1998.
Oh.
So it's been really thrilling to put these names to faces that I knew when I was a child, and they were my friends' parents, and it's exciting.
Garden City, we had about 135 in our graduating class. And every 5 years, I graduated in 51. And I used to go, I loved going back and seeing people. A lot of them, when you were in school, they wouldn't have anything to do with you, but then now you're their best friends, and you well know, all of them.
I think what I discovered through the years is with each graduation, like 5-year, 10-year, people mature. You become wiser. You don't have the cliques like that. And I'm not really sure if they were cliques. It's just who you were comfortable with.
They were cliques.
Running around with different people.
Yeah.
So now you come back and you're just curious. And it's nice to see everybody. And quite frankly, you may not see those people again if you don't show up.
Yeah.
So we're trying to encourage the locals to show up.
Sure.
We want to see you. I know that you visit quite a bit with the other people that you went to school with and schoolmates and such, but some of us want to see you.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going to be happening?
So it is the 77th alumni reunion. It's on May 27th. And at 5 o'clock, we'll meet in the auxiliary gym, and there's a little reception
That's
punch.
this Saturday, okay.
Yes, not.
Now, something's happening Friday night, I think, in the 50th, or is that out of your control?
That's out of my range.
Okay.
That's completely out of my range. That's
my son's 50th.
Oh, is that the 1977 class?
No, 73.
Oh, no, I was thinking of your other son, but he's
Yeah.
75. Yes, they're going to meet the Friday on May 26th at the Huck Boyd.
Okay.
And then they have their regular class reunion, and then a lot of them are coming over the next day.
Sure, okay.
For the alumni,
Okay,
for
so
the
what's
banquet.
happening on that day then?
So on that day, May 27th, You'll come into the gym, mix and mingle. Some people like to take pictures of their class. And there will be, the class of 1963 will have a booth, a table set up of just anything from their past, something you can reminisce about. And so will the class of 1973.
I better remind my son to bring, because he's got a whole room full of stuff.
I hope that
From
who's
the
ever,
band and, you know, everything.
it could be they've already asked him from the class. They're going to transfer some of their stuff from Friday over to that table.
Okay.
And then there'll be a booth. We always honor those who have passed away. And then there will be a nice table for the reception, punch, and all that.
And that'll be in the auxiliary gym.
Auxiliary. Now this year, one thing is new. It is the Phillips County Community Foundation. They're going to have a little booth set up.
Wow.
Could you tell me a little bit about this?
I've been on the board about 8 years. Every month we meet and award grants all over Phillips County. It's a great program, and I know we give away thousands and thousands of dollars to qualified people, and every year we raise $50,000, and then Hanson matches it, and there's a Patterson out of Kansas City. If we raise 70, they're going to match that too. That's a new thing. So we put that in, and then we like donors. We have a lot of donors through the past, and that's what they're going to be there for. Kind of tell the people who are here how you can help Phillips County with your grants, because if you qualify, and you know we give for parks. We've helped here. We help the hospital. We help with nursing. Those grants. If you qualified, it's easy to do. I have more single on there all the time talking about that.
So it's kind of twofold.
Sure.
You're going to come in and they're going to explain about their foundation and the capability of getting a grant if you so wish, and at the same time they'll get donors.
Lord, that's
and so we're all going to benefit from that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the whole Phillipsburg High School, Phillipsburg town.
Yeah, right.
So I think that is wonderful.
Yeah,
That's a good avenue to explore there.
We have a great time, and we go in and approve the grants and everything, and we help with the garden out here, the community garden, and we just the last meeting we approved a radio to help with their farmers market. They're going to have because of parking, and so the parking situation. They're going to have off-area park, and they're going to have golf
a little
carts.
shuttle.
They're going to have a shuttle, and
Cool.
We gave them two-way radios. They awarded the grant two-way radios. So just things like that's what we do. Okay, yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So also, if you think along the lines of perhaps you might want to be a donor to that foundation.
Sure.
Not only do we have this alumni banquet just to gather and reminisce and have a good time, we also give out scholarships. Last year we gave out 3 500 scholarships, $500 scholarships. This year we're going to do the same thing. And I did get asked if people are wanting to consider a memorial. So absolutely, we'll talk about that evening. You know, if you want to donate something for a memorial.
Well, we do that. We have a lot of memorials. We have a lot of, they work through us, and we're, so, yeah.
And we like to promote that
Sure.
because it benefits your whole community.
Okay.
So quickly, the classes that we're honoring this year is a class of 1953, it's their 70th. 1973 is their 50th. And 1998, those little cubs, it's their 25th. Then we'll recognize the classes of 58, 63, 68, 78, 83, 88, 1993, and 2003. And this year, our entertainment is provided by Pat Martindale from the class of 1971. Acoustic guitar, yes, it'll be wonderful.
Wow.
And I would like to say that our MC is Barb Van Allen Polfer, and she will do an excellent job. Last year we had Kent Ferguson, but he was unable to do it this year, so we just kind of, I just twisted Barb's arm just a little bit.
I thought you were going to run. No, you're going to be. Okay, all right. Do you have to have coffee every morning? Is that coffee or tea?
It's water.
Oh, okay, all right, good.
Sorry.
I've never been a coffee drinker.
Me neither.
No,
Me
okay,
neither.
all right, fine. So
I
yeah.
do want to say quickly, too, on May 27th, that morning, you can come to the Senior Center, and it's Rise and Shine. Come at 8:30 to 10:30, and you can have coffee and rolls. Last year, one man, I think I told you, had like 4 donuts, and his wife was going, "Oh my gosh, don't you dare get on the bus." And then they'll do a little bus drive around the area, and I know people
A lot of
enjoy
construction.
that.
People, what's that east of town? What's that north of town now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Having been away for decades, when I came back in 2020, I was surprised by some of the parts of the town that I saw, and I want to tell you that I was highly impressed. I thought our town had grown and was more progressive than I remembered 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Everything just looked fresh and inviting, and I'm very happy to be here. It's just lovely.
Well, we're glad.
Oh, I got to tell you something.
Okay.
I got to tell you something. I have to share another thing. Somebody has a birthday coming up. He's going to be, can I tell you how old you're going to be?
Yeah.
Our friend Tad is going to be 90 years old. So on May 28th, it's going to be a busy weekend, but on May 28th.
That's a Sunday. That's a Sunday after the reunion.
After the reunion, forget about the reunion. Now come over to St. Philip and James Catholic Church from 2 to 4. It's an open house. His sons, Mark and Greg, are sponsoring this, along with a couple helpers.
And both granddaughters will be here. My grandson will be here.
What are your granddaughters' names?
Megan and Devin.
And your grandson?
Alex.
Okay, so he's going to have a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have cake and punch and laughter and stories and reminiscing and pictures. By the way, I saw a picture of Tad when he was a graduate, a senior. Woo! We all just stared at him. What a little doll he was. So the public, you're all invited. Come and help Tad celebrate his 90th birthday.
I had a good haircut, I think, too.
Nice and brown and thick. Saw him in a baseball uniform, too.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're working on some pictures for that. So I think we're going to have something here on June. My birthday's actually June 6th.
Yes.
D-Day, the 6th of June. Okay.
Yes.
Well, Kim is going to be out of town the 8th, Thursday, so we're going to move it back to the 6th on my birthday, and we have some plans for that day.
Oh, he's...
Do my show. I'm going to do my show here. Maybe have someone interview me. I interview people all the time.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I told Tad that he's going to be one exhausted man by the time his birthday's over. There's a lot of celebrations going on.
And I'm going to be coming to the, even though I didn't graduate, I feel like I did. I spent a lot of hours in the school here in the gym.
Absolutely. Sports, not to mention all the games that you probably announced.
Boys with the school
and he's
here.
going to sit with one of his sons at their table.
Yeah.
You're going to be in your 60s again.
Okay.
We're going to have a great time. I do hope the public will come.
Okay, now, okay, someone out there said, I'm going to get back here now. There might be the one problem is finding some place to sleep. Because we had to do a little scrambling around for my family.
I was told that you can still get rooms in Alma, Nebraska.
Okay, all right, okay.
That there's still capability there.
Okay.
If you're desperate, call me. I have a 5-bedroom house.
Okay, so someone out there wants still, can you still register?
You can still register. Our date was to May 20th. But I'm way open. You can go past that date as long as we know that we've got the meal reservation. So you can call me at 307-391-0702, or you can quickly mail it to 331 2nd Street here in Phillipsburg. This is what our form looks like. They've had it in the paper, both papers, 2 times. So I've received several of these from people who were paying attention to the paper. Maybe if I put it up closer, now people get your cell phones and take a picture. Stop by I've had a lot of people, even yesterday, stop by the house.
Okay.
So I'm on 2nd Street in the 2nd block, the 2-story greenhouse. So stop by.
Just exactly a block east of me, because I can
Yep.
sit on my front porch and I can look in your 2nd-story window.
And we can wave.
Yeah.
Good morning. I might be the first one to wish you a happy birthday on June 6th.
Okay, all right. And it's, wow, 90.
I know. And look at you.
Time went fast.
Still doing the tadpole.
Yeah, well,
Pretty amazing, man.
no, I don't.
We don't want your head to grow too big, but we're all looking forward to the celebration.
Okay, looking forward to that
Yeah.
Saturday. I'm looking forward to the entertainment. Sounds great. And okay, I know Mark Van Allen. Oh yeah.
We're even going to do some door prizes.
Okay, you are? Okay.
Yes.
Am I eligible?
You bet.
I didn't graduate here. And,
Well, you might fall into one of our categories. You
Okay.
never know.
you know, and we're talking about something I'm going to do on the 6th. I think Kim came up with a great idea on some greetings, and I'm going to give her a list of names. But I appreciate, that, and I'll be interviewed by someone maybe.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to be here June 6th, or I would interview you.
Okay. You're going to be in New York?
Going to be in Missouri visiting my high school
Really?
classmates. There's about 6 of us that are getting together.
Really? Wow.
So I'm glad they're having this party before June 6th.
Yeah, okay. All righty. Well, and you can still pay at the door still. What is
It
it?
costs $11 for the reservation for the meal.
That's a meal and all the fun, right?
One day we're going to have to raise this a
Yeah.
little bit, and $7 for dues.
Okay.
I think that if we did 13 for meals and 7 for dues, anybody can throw out a 20 and not get $2 back.
That's
So, hey. But for now, absolutely pay at the door. We'll have a little place set up right there.
And if the last minute someone decides to come, I'm sure you can squeeze them in.
We allow for X amount of meals over what we
wow.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Don't stop. Just come in. We'll find food for you.
We'll plan on you next week.
Okay.
Kind of a wrap up. That'll be the Thursday before the Friday and the Saturday and the Sunday and the Monday, because there's still some things going on with on that Monday.
Yeah, we have another party, don't we?
So
Oh.
it's a holiday. We may have to end up with soup or something. We'll work out something on that.
Come to my house.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for
You're
coming
welcome.
on. It's always fun, and we'll see you next week. And,
Okay.
And I'll check with Greg and see if he's planning on bringing some items, because he's got a K-State. Mark has a KU room that's just full of KU. Greg has a K-State.
I love it. I love it.
When they get together, that is fun. That is really.
I bet.
Mark graduated from K-State, and and before he went for his doctors at KU, so he.
Well, he has interest in both.
Well, yeah, but he's KU. He's KU. In fact, when he went to K-State, he had KU banners in his dorm room, and they were always taking the stuff out and doing stuff to his car. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
That competitiveness.
Oh, all righty. Thank you for
You're
coming.
welcome. Thank you,
Okay,
Dad.
we'll see you. Well, I know I'll see you before next Thursday. Okay, we're going to take a break, and then we'll get Kim in here to talk about My Phillips County Online, some other things after we take this break.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Farmers and Ranchers Outlet is a locally owned and operated business in Phillipsburg, Kansas. As farmers and ranchers ourselves, we continually put our products to the test. We provide a variety of products including roping supplies, horse tack, mineral blocks and feed, healthcare items for your animals, and of course, we have all the apparel you need to get the job done and look good while you're doing it.
Stop by our store on Highway 183 or shop with us online at farmersranchersoutlet.com.
The experienced and professional team at Coombs Trucking takes pride in providing the most efficient and reliable service to our customers. From hauling to towing, our fleet of quality trucks and drivers continue to deliver safely and on time. Our team is also proud to support your team. We're here for our Little Leaguers, area high school teams, and more. Coombs Trucking enjoys giving back to the community that has been so important to us for over 50 years.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Are you wrestling with your financial situation? Let First National Bank and Trust help you take down the stress that comes with managing your money. First National Bank and Trust is here for our area athletes, here for our farmers, here for our business owners, here for our families, and
We're here for you.
At Phillips County Health Systems, patient-centered excellence is more than a goal. It's a mission. And that's why we continue to be one of the top critical access hospitals in the country. We care for members of our community through all stages of life, providing quality health care, innovative rehabilitation therapies, and convenient access to specialists. It's the kind of care our patients should expect, the kind of care you deserve, the kind of care provided at Phillips County Health Systems.
Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy is now Amber Wave. We are transforming our existing facility in Phillipsburg to turn 20 million bushels of wheat into domestically produced wheat protein for use in the food and feed-related industries. This investment in the community will come together in the summer of 2023 and is expected to add 50 new jobs to the local community. Learn more at amberwaveusa.com. Amber Wave, vital, reliable, sustainable.
The American dream has changed over the years, but Farmers National Bank has not. This is Jean Ann Wagner. Farmers National Bank has been backing the American dream for over 100 years. Tell us what you'd like to accomplish, and we'll work with you to achieve it. As we celebrate 100 years, it's never been about us. It's always been about our customers and their successes. That's the American dream. We're Farmers National Bank in Phillipsburg, Agra, Logan, Kensington, Stockton, and Atwood, member FDIC.
Well, as we always do on the Tadpoll, we do have changes. We make last-minute changes. Robert with us this morning to talk about this month, which is, what is the official name, Robin?
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, Robin. Robin Burwell's with us this morning. We will have, it came on, but we've shut her down to the end of the program. We're on after one thing about it with fuel out here, we can maybe fudge it a little bit, maybe go past our 9:55. Okay, Robin. So what's going on this week, this month?
This month, it's just a little bit of everything, really. People just becoming more aware of, mental health, what we have available at the hospital.
Sure.
We have SLS, which is a Senior Life Solutions, which is an awesome thing for the elderly, usually Medicare age.
I'm there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's very helpful. Very helpful.
It
It kind of gives people a thing where they can come in and talk with other people their age and maybe similar issues, and that kind of just helps. It's like a really good group therapy.
It is. It really is good.
Yeah, yeah. And then I do medication management for all psych diagnoses. So we also do some testing, so we can do testing for like ADHD, being able to just kind of diagnose the patient with whatever diagnosis they require. So, and that helps people a lot of times because once they kind of know what's going on, then it makes them feel a little bit better.
Robin, were you the one who got involved initially with maybe one of the providers had someone in and had an issue, and then they recommended they see you. Is that how that works?
Right.
Okay.
Yep. That, or they can even self-refer.
Okay.
So yeah, anybody can call the clinic and ask to see me, or Carmen Engelke is our psychotherapist.
Okay.
So she does all of the therapy, and I do the medication management piece.
Okay.
So Carmen is awesome. She's just filling up very quickly. So. But she does a good job of trying to get people in if they need to get in on an emergent basis. So,
what are you doing special? I mean, I know you had green balloons and green shirts. You had picture taken,
right,
for the month, right?
Right. Yep. That's pretty much what we've been doing. Is just that. I don't know if Cassie has more stuff set up or not.
Yeah.
So. Carmen and I are so busy we can't really get into the marketing part of it very much, which we'd like to, but
sure,
yeah.
Right. So and then they had last week was hospital week.
Last week was hospital week.
A lot of things going on last week.
Definitely. Different foods from different countries each day of the week, and a lot of games.
I had a broth. I was there for Friday. We had Ida broth on Friday.
Yeah.
They had meatballs on Monday and spaghetti. Okay. And they had a Thai dish, I think, one day.
They did. Yeah, they did.
That's great. Great that they get involved with things going on.
Right.
Okay. Let me talk to you a little bit about the month. Why do you making people aware of what's available? Is that why you have the Mental Awareness Month?
Right, and I think too, it's just to kind of help, break down that stigma of going in and trying to find help from someone. It's not a bad thing. Your brain's just like your heart. So, if you have heart issues, then you go in and you see your doc for heart issues or diabetes. So if you have brain issues like depression, anxiety, ADHD, schizophrenia, any of that, then you come in and you see me and Carmen for that.
And we get up to my age, we were just talking, my 90th birthday is in about 2 weeks.
Awesome. Well, happy birthday early.
Thank you. And we're going to have something here, and we're going to have something at church too, but part of the party. But as you get older, you just can't do as much as you used to be able to.
Right. Yeah, and that tends to make us feel, we want to be able to do what we want to do, and then we can't because our body's not willing, but our mind is still wanting to do that. So sometimes trying to kind of help people, reframe where they're at in life.
Do you have anything else planned for the month?
Not that I know of. Like I said, Cassie kind of takes care of that.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, so your background. I always like to interview people with your background. Where did you grow up and everything?
Yeah. So my dad was in the military, and so we traveled.
Maybe talk about this one other time.
We did. Yep. And then.
What was your favorite place to be when in the military? Where was your favorite place?
Probably. I probably Korea, only because I was younger then, and so we got to do like the little Korean dresses, and my mom was teaching English to a family, and
this is where?
In Korea,
in
Seoul, Korea. Yeah. And they kind of just took us in as theirs, so they would always bring us little toys and things like that. So it was fun.
Okay, so you was the Army? Was it the Army?
Army.
Okay.
Yep.
So then. What made you decide to do what you're doing now?
Well, so I was an RN. I graduated from RN school in '91, and then KU.
Oh, you're KU. Okay. All right.
Yep. And then in 2001, I decided to go back and become a nurse practitioner, and also had a dual degree in nursing administration. So, and then I don't know. There's so much as far as mental health going on, and there's some issues with family members having some mental health issues. So I think it was something that I just kind of wanted to be able to try to help.
Okay.
So, and I feel like people need somebody that they can come and talk to that's not judgmental, that's able to kind of see their side of everything, because,
Sure, wow.
we tend to judge, and that's not really a good thing.
And from the standpoint of the years you've been married, there has to be a lot of satisfaction there when you see.
There is, yes. I love my job.
Yeah,
I love my job. I think it's probably the most rewarding.
Okay, so how long have you been here in Phillipsburg?
We've been here in October. It'll be 8 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's been a while.
So you know what's going on around the town there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to share, Robin? On that?
I think just, if you're even questioning if you need to talk to somebody, just come in and
You can call and make an
Yep.
appointment and come in.
Yep.
So you don't have to be referred by a
No
practitioner.
referrals needed.
If you can come in and see, all right,
Right.
now, I've got to ask this question. Are you, some of your coverage for Medicare and one, is there any coverage there for Medicare from
Yes.
people seeing you?
Yes.
It all depends on what they have, right?
Well, it really, no. I mean, if you come in, it's just billed like an actual medical visit.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about being within a medical clinic,
Sure.
because then it kind of helps with that stigma of coming in and getting help, but then also we can bill.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's amazing. SLS, that's covered, and that is, it's up there a little bit in these, but
I bet.
it's covered.
Yeah. And I think that's the other thing too, is just monetary wise, being able to come in and get the help. I think that's. Yeah.
Anything else you want to share, Robin? Just again, just call the clinic, right? And
Right.
ask
Just
for
call
Robin.
the clinic. Yep. Just call the clinic, and you don't have to be seeing one of our medical providers to be able to come in and see us. So I have patients I do telehealth. Carmen does telehealth, and so we see patients from all over the state, actually.
How do you like telehealth?
I do like telehealth, but I also would like in person too,
Sure.
because you kind of are able to see the whole person and kind of watch their movements.
We Zoom sometimes meetings and stuff. I like to be there in person because you get body English.
Right.
Very important.
Right.
Body English is very
Yes.
important, as you probably are aware.
Yes, definitely. It's
Yeah.
huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yep, it's huge. Yeah, and that's why we're able to do both. In person. If you want to come in person, I have people that drive from Hayes. I have a patient in Kansas City, Colby, Great Bend. I mean, they're kind of everywhere.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Very good, Rob. Well, thanks for coming on, and enjoy the rest of the month and everything. And just
Yeah.
give you a call at the clinic, and someone out there says, and is your first visit usually an assessment a little bit? You
Right.
determine
Right.
what's there.
Right. It's the intake. Yeah, it's the intake. So it's more like questions, kind of allowing them to voice what's been going on in their life and what they would like help with. Because for me, it's more just I'm trying to kind of help them through what they're going through, and it could be just situational. So the other thing that Carmen and I do, I feel like we do really well, is that if someone comes to her or to me, if I feel like medications aren't the right thing for them at this point, then I will refer them to Carmen for therapy. And she does the same. If she feels like they're doing therapy and they might need just a little bit of medication, then she'll come and talk to me, and we'll
Great
do
to
that.
have
So
that here
yeah.
available in town.
Yes.
Did COVID bother you much?
No.
I mean,
with psych issues? No. I think as far as providing care, no. I think for patients, I think it definitely affected people a different way because we had to be so isolated. And I think we're still seeing issues from that, but
all right.
Yeah.
All right, Robert. Well, thank you. We hope you, like I said, the rest of the month, and thanks for coming on. And,
yeah, thank you for having me.
And we worked it out.
We did. Thank you.
We had conversation yesterday with Cassie Taylor about because I knew I was full, but it's got to work out because we could go a little longer because we don't have the kids in school.
Right, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
And Kim, we're going to have Kim on, so we'll get her on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank you, Rob.
Yes, thank you, Tad.
Okay, we'll see if Ruby is out there after we take this break. If not, Kim will be sitting there, so we'll take a break.
Olive Bovey Furniture in Phillipsburg has so many lazy boys, they're running out of room to show their other great lines of furniture. Olive Bovey is featuring lazy boys at prices that are just too good to pass up. Lazy Boy rocker recliners, Lazy Boy sofas, Lazy Boy reclining sofas. Don't miss this opportunity. Help move the lazy boys so there's more room to show the other great furniture. Olive Bovey Furniture, West Highway 36 in Phillipsburg.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
At Phillips County Health Systems, patient-centered excellence is more than a goal. It's a mission. And that's why we continue to be one of the top critical access hospitals in the country. We care for members of our community through all stages of life, providing quality health care, innovative rehabilitation therapies, and convenient access to specialists. It's the kind of care our patients should expect, the kind of care you deserve, the kind of care provided at Phillips County Health Systems.
Prairie Horizon Agri-Energy is now Amber Wave. We are transforming our existing facility in Phillipsburg to turn 20 million bushels of wheat into domestically produced wheat protein for use in the food and feed-related industries. This investment in the community will come together in the summer of 2023 and is expected to add 50 new jobs to the local community. Learn more at amberwaveusa.com. Amber Wave, vital, reliable, sustainable.
The American dream has changed over the years, but Farmers National Bank has not. This is Jean Ann Wagner. Farmers National Bank has been backing the American dream for over 100 years. Tell us what you'd like to accomplish, and we'll work with you to achieve it. As we celebrate 100 years, it's never been about us. It's always been about our customers and their successes. That's the American dream. We're Farmers National Bank in Phillipsburg, Agra, Logan, Kensington, Stockton, and Atwood, member FDIC.
And back on the Tadpoll this morning, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite guests because we've known Ruby for a long time, and of course, the Fort Bissell and what's happening there. You had your annual meeting the other night. So first, how did the meeting go?
Excellent. Went well.
Okay. Anything new coming out of the? Now that's the Historical Society, right?
It's the Historical Society, which actually is the boss of the museum.
Okay.
And we did have we had a bit of a shuffle with the board members.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 2 resign, and we've got a new one come on.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a bit of a change of dynamics, but change is always good, they say.
Okay.
So we're not concerned about that. We're sorry to have seen Sandy Schulte and Cynthia Clonch both resign for personal reasons, which we understand. And then Cricket Cole is new on our board.
Okay.
So we hope she will bring a total different dynamic to that. So.
Okay, so does the Historical Society do much else besides the Fort Bissell? Is that the main?
Not really. We try, and everything runs through the museum. So we try and run it through there.
Okay. So let's talk about what's going on. Okay, we get. Is it you consider summer a new season?
It's a new season. It's a new season. This will be my 9th year.
Wow.
I can't believe that I've been there so long, but here we go. We're strapping down, getting ready. We will officially open. I just told Cynthia now that we will be open for Memorial Weekend, the Friday afternoon.
Good.
And also on Saturday. Traditionally, we always opened only on the Tuesday after Memorial Day. So, it started with people, the alumni wanted to come, and then we did the Orange Bowl special event.
Oh, right,
and then last year we did the Vietnam special event, and it's now just like a standing thing. So okay, we'll open on Friday afternoon and on Saturday for like 4 hours.
Okay,
just
wow.
that we are open. If somebody wants something to do, that we are there. Yeah.
If they're back in town, they haven't been there for a while.
They're back in town, they want to stroll through, they're more than welcome. We have a new face for the internship.
Okay, who is it?
Theo, after 3 years, we.
Well, I tell you, he was super.
So now, I could just let Theo loose, and he did his thing. So now we have Sophie Im.
Okay.
She's going to be there for this year. I'm excited. She brings a whole different set of skills, and I'm excited to see what a new. Young, fresh breeze is going to bring into the place.
So what do your interns do? How do they tour? They tour.
One of the first things that they learn to do is to do tours, and it helps them also interact with the public a lot. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of cleaning to do. Right now,
there's a lot of cleaning.
I take my hats off to the people that lived and worked in those buildings. you have no idea how dusty they are, how dirty they get, and yeah, so I do take my hats off. So we have to always try and keep it clean, that it looks presentable, wipe off all the cobwebs. Sometimes I have a display in one of the log cabins, and there's always a spider that's, you know, making a cobweb from the glasses to the cups and things. I think this looks pretty cool. I'll just leave it like that for a while.
Well,
but so yeah, she does that. She is good with writing. She's good with camera and video skills. So we'll probably pull her in with that. She worked at a daycare at one stage, so I hope she can bring some fun Friday things to the table.
Yeah.
So we're actually meeting up tomorrow for the real first work day. So I hope we can sort of tread through a whole lot of things.
Sure. Wow. Okay. So what's the church? How's the church?
The church. Get me to the church on time. It is so close to being finished. I can smell it, put it this way. It's been sheetrocked inside. It still needs to be taped and mudded. And then painted, and then the floor must go in, and then the HVAC must go in, the windows, the lights, you know, it's just finishing touches. So this is where it brings me to volunteers. So the church as it is there has cost us $150,000. What you see there is $150,000.
Wow.
A lot of that is grant money, but we have also pulled out of our own money investments that we used. Right now, we don't really want to spend another $40,000 to that. So, and a lot of the money goes towards labor. You know, we don't care to buy the materials, to buy the paint, to buy the mud for the mudding, to buy the flooring. But if there's anybody that would want to come and help us, help paint, help lay floor, we would really appreciate it. Maybe they should get in touch with us. You know, as from after Memorial
Weekend. We have good volunteers here, so.
Yeah.
And is that anyone from Phillips County? You don't
Anybody,
have to be,
if they have got skills and they can help, if we can go and buy the flooring and they can help lay it, I can't lay floors, so I can do other things, but I can't lay floors. So if I can paint, but you know, whatever, if somebody is willing to come and help, we would really, really appreciate it.
And just contact you?
And just contact us. Swing by the fort. You know, we will be open after Memorial Weekend, the Tuesday.
What will your hours be during the summer?
Same as always, from 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, from Tuesday to Friday, and on a Saturday from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So feel free, swing by.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you ever do special tours?
Yes.
When someone wants in town, maybe their family's in town. Or...
I've done that. I've gone to open at 6 o'clock on a Sunday evening to give them a special tour. They just need to coordinate with me.
Just in touch with you.
Yes, we do that.
Wow. Do you have a bell? Is the bell in?
The bell is in. Right now you can't ring the bell because the rope is behind the sheetrock, so we need to get that done.
Oh wow! So I'm still waiting to ring that bell.
You will get your chance. You will get your chance. We are planning a few things for this year. You know, we've sort of we haven't really brainstormed it because we're right at the beginning. We are thinking of having a special event. You know, last year we had Night at the Museum, which had a fabulous turnout. It was the evening that we also honored Joel Histerman.
Right, I remember.
And it was just a beautiful evening. We all dressed up in historical clothes.
The food was good.
The food was pies and ice cream. So we are thinking of doing that again.
Good.
You like the idea?
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, we will do this again, and we are thinking of maybe doing something special, like a presentation or a show or something with a meal for the members, people who pay their membership. It'll be free for them. Then anybody else that wants to come and join, they need to pay, but they can be with that they become a member.
Sure.
So we want to probably do that in September, the last Sunday in September. We're talking. That's when we always had the chili cook-off.
Right. Yeah.
So we will still do the chili cook-off in November the 5th. So and then we're thinking Fun Fridays. We'll do that with the kids. One of the activities that I want to do is that I've got a thing about I want to make butter with the kids, so that's one. And then once it's done, they can put it on their crackers and eat it and go home. And So yeah, we don't know what we're all going to
Sure.
do, but that's just one of the ideas. We always like to bring new activities for the children. Then we are thinking of maybe having 1 or 2 lunch time sessions where people can come bring sack lunches and we can do a presentation. So we want to sort of spruce it up
Are
this
you
year.
still doing your Wall of Fame?
Yes, obviously that's Joel was last year. So
Who was the last year?
Joel.
Oh, yeah,
is-
Joel, that's right. I was there.
Yeah. So who's going to be next? We don't know. It's open for nominations. So
You just take nominations and
we
look
take
at it?
nominations and then we
Wow.
and then the board decides. So you can't nominate yourself anymore. You're there already.
No, it's my family has never been. I may get them out there. They're going to be here the week, Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
For my birthday and everything.
It's your birthday then?
Well, my birthday's actually June 6th, but we're all
Okay,
they're
it's so
back for
close.
the reunion, and my family will be here, so we're
Yes.
going to have a party that Sunday
Okay.
afternoon. So.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm actually planning to go down to Fort Larned. But if you.
But they're going to be here after Sunday too. They're going to be here Friday too. I might
Okay.
get up there
Okay.
Friday.
Well, we can take a special tour for them.
Well, we'll see.
There we go.
I hate to put you on. Okay. Anything else, Ruby, you want to share?
No, it's just exciting to think that here we go again. You know,
Yeah,
another year, another season.
You see that coming into town there, and
But it has changed the whole look with having the chapel there.
I know
looks
what you
gorgeous.
see. That's what you see when you come into town.
So many people have commented on that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I've got a few ideas. We've got to try and organize more parking space, and I've got ideas up my sleeve, but I must probably go to the city.
The parking, that's
It's a problem.
isn't
It is a problem. But I've got an idea.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, we appreciate you coming on, and are you still enjoying your citizenship?
Of course.
That's
Of course.
a dumb question. You have to enjoy your citizenship.
You know, Cricket, who's now also on the board, she's also a naturalized citizen.
right.
So she keeps on saying, just remember, you know, we both are, you know, and she was born in West Africa, and I was born in South Africa. So we jokingly say we both are African Americans.
Well, okay, all right.
So anyway.
All right. Well, we'll be in touch, and,
cool.
Anything comes up, let me know.
I will contact you if there's something special
Okay,
that
all
we
right,
need to
all right, thank you.
broadcast. But thank you so much.
Ruby, okay, now we're going to take a break, and Kim is going to come on and talk about My Phillips County Online, and also about something that the school been involved with at the state forensics. So we'll be back after this.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Farmers and Ranchers Outlet is a locally owned and operated business in Phillipsburg, Kansas. As farmers and ranchers ourselves, we continually put our products to the test. We provide a variety of products including roping supplies, horse tack, mineral blocks and feed, healthcare items for your animals, and of course, we have all the apparel you need to get the job done and look good while you're doing it. Stop by our store on Highway 183 or shop with us online at farmersranchersoutlet.com.
The experienced and professional team at Coombs Trucking takes pride in providing the most efficient and reliable service to our customers. From hauling to towing, our fleet of quality trucks and drivers continue to deliver safely and on time. Our team is also proud to support your team. We're here for our Little Leaguers, area high school teams, and more. Coombs Trucking enjoys giving back to the community that has been so important to us for over 50 years.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
And back on the Tadpoll this morning, we're going to be talking with Kim Pakkebier as soon as she gets from behind the camera, in front of the camera. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Tad.
So when you don't have school, you have to kind of
do both parts.
You
Right.
have to do both things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, Kim. Let's talk first about the forensics. We did well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Phillipsburg did well.
We had another good year at State Forensics. We had a full team of entries, and we ended up with 2 state champions, and that is very special. To be a state champion in an event at State Forensics, you're competing against a lot of kids. Because first of all, right, because you're competing in order to even qualify for state. You're competing, against all the students that are in your area tournaments and so forth. And then now when you go to state, you're competing against all the other kids who got first at some tournament that they're competing in. So the quality is very good, and I think especially this year the talent was better than I've seen it in the last few years. So to get 2 state champions was awesome. And then Erin Johnson, who won state in impromptu speaking, it was her senior year. Last year she got second, so she was runner-up last year, and she was determined to I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. So it's pretty cool.
How do you prepare for impromptu speaking? Because you don't know what it's going to be. You have any idea what it's going to be until you get there?
No, you don't have any idea other than there are 5 categories. So each round there's a different category. Okay. So the categories, like round 1 was famous people. So that's going to be people, but you could draw like people that you've never heard of, and for students, that's kind of tough if they draw someone, that's kind of obscure from history, and they might not know. So it doesn't matter. I mean, they draw.
But you have to ad-lib that thing.
Right. So in impromptu, they draw 3. So if the event or if the topic that round was famous people, they draw 3 people out, and they might have Mark Twain, Barack Obama, Clara Barton. And so they have to choose out of those 3 which one that they want, and then put the other 2 back, and then they have 5 minutes to prepare.
Can they go to the Google or anything?
They can't Google.
To find about it?
they are allowed to have files.
Okay.
But sometimes 5 minutes goes by really quickly.
Oh yeah. Right. Okay. So they act like they're them or tell about it. They tell about it.
They basically have to. The way the rule goes is that your speech has to be inspired by your draw. So, but usually you have to stay on topic. So the person that Erin drew when the category was people was Maya Angelou. And so she had just happened.
Maya
Angelou.
Oh, Maya.
Maya Angelou, the poet.
Okay.
But it just so happens that she had, she had known Maya Angelou. Her other event had Maya Angelou in there, so she knew right away what to do, and it was really good. So, but usually an impromptu speech has 3 main points. They have an introduction that kind of draws in the audience, and then 3 main points, and then a conclusion. So, yeah, to do that in 5 minutes is not easy. And then the speeches should be about 5 minutes long. Yeah, and usually she's really pushing it to make sure she doesn't go over 5 minutes, because there's penalties if you do.
They have a clock.
Yeah, there's a timekeeper there.
Okay.
That tells.
What, 1 judge or 3 judges or how?
In preliminary rounds, there's 1 judge. In semifinals and finals, there's a panel of 3 judges. Now those 3 judges can't collaborate. They each give a separate score.
Okay, so who won the other first then?
Then Leah Brunick and Jordan Jerby won first in IDA. Which is short for improvised duet acting. So this is another improvised situation.
Wow, you mean it's like the comedians get on there, like on TV, and tell jokes like is that kind of like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Kind of an Abbott and Costello thing. But not really. The idea is that they create a skit, so a plot. They really need to have a plot. So for IDA, they have to draw 3 things. The first thing they draw are characters. So they draw 3 characters. They might draw a clown, a monkey tamer, and a robot. And then one person has to be one of those characters, and one person has to be the other. And then they draw situations. So it could be like surviving a rainstorm or looking for gold or whatever. So they have to take that. And then they with their draws, they have to they get 30 minutes on this one. So they go off into a prep area, and they have 30 minutes to plan out their skit. And so then they act out their little mini play.
They didn't have stuff like that when I was in school. They had speech. And
Yeah.
What you had to give a speech to the class once a week, and that was all.
That sounds boring.
Yeah, that's all it was, you know.
Right,
You had to prepare a speech and give it, and you couldn't have notes, and once a week. But that was it. They didn't have any. That's great. Acacia has that Acacia thing.
Yes, this is Acacia sponsored activity. So it's the same kind of activity as any state sponsored, like wrestling or volleyball, whatever. Like the medals that they get, the trophies, it's all the same as that you would get from those other state competitions.
That's
so
great.
It's a special deal. Yeah.
Okay, well, so congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Okay, so how many you said you took? How many?
Well, we took 18 students.
18?
18 students. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a good showing for us. And then we also got Kyla Kinney and Caitlin Rothy. They got third in IDA too. So IDA was a good event for us this year.
What the winners, what do they have to do?
Well, the winners, they just stand up on stage and get a medal, basically.
No, I mean, what parts did they play in the skit?
Oh, that's a good. Okay, I'd have to think back on it. I did watch it. Because sometimes there's a lot of things going on. Oh, geez. I can't remember exactly, but there was, Aaliyah played a grumpy old guy who, and I can't remember exactly the events. I can remember little pieces of it.
Oh, wow.
But it.
Well, that's great. Well, so how many seniors did you have on it?
We had 6 seniors that went to state. Yeah, we had 7 overall. 1 senior didn't make it, but we had 6 seniors that made it to state, and they were good. They have done a lot for our team in the last few years, and so we'll definitely miss them. But we have a good, solid group of sophomores and juniors who will be juniors and seniors next year.
Right.
Hopefully lead us.
Wow. Okay. What about My Phillips County Online now?
Yeah, well, we're trucking along.
That's why we're here.
Right, exactly. My Phillips County Online gives us the opportunity to have the Tadpoll show and to maintain the website that gives us local events and kind of a calendar of things that are going on. And one thing that I think is important to remember is that the website, the myphillipscountyonline.com website, is different from our Facebook page. A lot of people go to Facebook because, they're just on Facebook for all kinds of reasons, and you'll see My Phillips County Online posts there, but those posts have a home base. Their home base is the website, right? So when you see those articles and you click on the article to read about the track meet or whatever, it's taking you to our website. Now, there are articles on our website that we don't put on Facebook, so it's a good idea every once in a while just to go to the website and not just always rely on Facebook to take you there. Or if Facebook takes you there because you saw an interesting article, you thought, oh, I'll read about that, then take a look around. One of those things that when we first took over, this is our 3rd year now of starting our 3rd year of running My Phillips County.
Wow.
I know, it's been a great experience for our kids. Initially, one of the main things that we posted quite a bit on were obituaries. Of course, people want to know about these things, and it's an important, we want to provide that information.
It's a news story, really.
Right, it is a news story. But we will continue to put those obituaries on our website. So there's a section on the website when you go to news, and then there's a category of obituaries. You can still find those on our website. What we do to bring people to our website a lot of times is push things out through Facebook. But we have decided to stop pushing out obituaries mostly because we don't want to leave somebody out. No one person is more important than somebody else.
Sure.
And we really feel like, the mortuaries do a good job of pushing that out, and the families can also decide if they want to put their information on Facebook. But the obituaries, just like on a newspaper, are still on our site, our regular myphillipscountyonline.com site, and a lot of times we'll get requests. Hey, can you put this obituary on? Sure, of course we can. Thank you for thinking of us, and we'll put it on our website. But we're not always going to push them out on Facebook, because again, it's so if you don't see it there, that's why. It's not that we haven't thought about you or we don't care. Sure. It's not that at all, but we don't want there for a while, like that was our main content that we were pushing out, and we want to, we don't want to have the unfortunate opportunity of pushing one out and not the other, and people thinking, well, why, So if you're, want to keep up on those kinds of updates, again, visit the site, and we keep those updated on the site.
Okay, wow. Okay, anything else? Any plans for the fall?
Well,
we're going to be here all summer.
We're going to be here all summer. Right. We'll do our best that we can this summer to keep the Tadpoll going and make adjustments for vacations and those kinds of things and keep this going. And then a lot of times the fall semester and the new plans are kind of dependent on what kind of students that we're going to have enrolled in class and what kind of ideas that they have. And I feel like going into our third year of My Phillips County, we're starting to kind of figure out, because it's not just the video kids and my students. It's Robin Sides is, she's a co-administrator right along with me. She doesn't do the video stuff, so you don't see her as often, but she's just as instrumental, if not more, in running My Phillips County Online. And so, she and her journalism kids, do a lot of the publications, the articles and things like that on the website. So we just kind of have to get together and figure out, what the new students are going to bring to us and what new ideas we have moving forward. But it's been a great opportunity. We totally appreciate all our businesses who support us. We can't do it without, those businesses on the sidebar there.
And that's great that they come on to help it. I might mention, golf team is going to state. They're going to Dodge City.
Yes.
Next Monday and Tuesday. So congratulations to them. I played that Dodge City course several times, long time ago. Long time ago. And tomorrow, the regional track for the 3A for this area is at Garden City.
That's such a long drive.
No, I don't. Yeah, you don't know where they're going.
I don't know. You asked me earlier, and I would guess that they might be head down there today so they can rest up and have good warm up time and so forth for tomorrow. But it's possible.
I don't
know.
Just get on the bus, and that's a long ride on the bus.
Yeah. It's a long ride on the bus, but it's also, there's a lot of kids that are involved in the track team.
Oh,
so
I know it, yeah.
To put them all in a hotel room would be tough, so.
Yeah, it would, it's amazing. There's going to be we've had some great times and distances this year.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to what's going on.
We'll have to keep posted on the live results and see what goes on there, because we do have some talented athletes here in Phillipsburg, and it'll be fun to see how they do.
One other thing, you made it down to Austin.
Oh, right.
Okay. Did you see the bats?
I didn't see any bats.
You didn't see any bats?
No bats.
Okay, but how'd it go?
Oh, it went well. So I was in Austin for the Big 12 championships for rowing.
Did Texas win?
Texas won.
Yeah,
of course,
that's what I heard there. Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
In fact, it was on ESPN Plus, and even if you watch ESPN Plus, they don't even show Texas because they're so far ahead out of the picture.
Yeah.
And they just show the rest of the pack in there. It's like, Texas won, but by the way, there's some other boats here trying for second and third. And so forth.
Okay, so good trip down and back.
It was a good trip. Yep, it was a lot of driving, but it's one of those things that you just go and do because
have going on there. Okay, well, anything else?
I think that wraps it up today.
Yeah, we'll be there next Thursday to talk about some things. I know Cynthia will be back, and I'm looking forward to the June 6th.
Yes, that'll be fun.
You came up with some great ideas on that, and we'll see what happens.
So if anybody's watching out there and you have a video message that you want to send to me that we can put together and play on that Tadpoll show, you can text it to me at 785-302-0532, or you can email it to me. And you can find my email on My Phillips County Online. It's on there, I believe, and also on the school's webpage. So.
Okay, well, all right. Well, very good. Thank you.
All right, sure.
Okay, all right. Now you have to get up and go turn it off.
I better go turn this off, right.
All right. We'll be back next Thursday morning, 9 o'clock here on the Tadpoll. Who knows what's going to be happening, because there's some people in town for the reunion and everything. So we'll see you next Thursday. And again, thank you for Kim for making it possible for us to get in here and talk to these people about what is going on in our community. We'll see you next Thursday.